Morning. Oh, I'm a bit hoarse. Monday morning, 15th of July. I know Heather had some problems going live the other day. That change hasn't happened yet. We're still in the Google Hangouts thing, are we? Oh, right, people in, so must be all right. Hi, Mike. Hi, Claire. I think I'm a bit hoarse. Been at a festival all weekend. Well, day festival, local. We could walk to it, so we could come home. But yeah, I hadn't realised I haven't been talking much, I suppose, since yesterday, to know that I sound a bit like I've been talking a lot this weekend. Well, talking and talking over music and mostly drinking Magnus Dark all weekend, which was the best option for me, really. They had real ale and stuff. I'm not really into real ale. Hi, Chris. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Karen. Morning again. So I actually did I'll have a little catch up and then I'll show you what I've got going out. Also, Tesco may arrive just right in the middle of this, and if it does, I'll end and come back. Hi, Bronwyn. Hi, Becca. So, where am I? Oh, yeah, so I did a post run Saturday morning. Did I not do on Friday or something? But anyway, so I got rid of a load of stuff Saturday morning. So this is literally like the rest of Saturday and Sunday sales, nothing yet today. So it's like a handful of stuff, but good sales. I'm happy. So that's all good. A couple of clear things I'll tell you about. But I'm just laughing because Carla's just put something in. All I could see was, oh, for F's sake. Where am I? Hi, Mandy. Hi, Paula. Apologies if I miss anybody. Last week I think maybe Thursday or Friday, I can't remember what day, I thought I'll go to some charity shops. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was busy during the week. I can't even remember anymore. I think it was Thursday. I went to 8 charity shops and I got 2 items. 2. Can't remember what they were, so they can't have even been that exciting. This is one. It was literally nothing. It was £1, but it's a cross stitch, but it's a really vintage one, really old. So that's kind of up my street. Can't remember what the other thing was, but it was pretty dire. So I've got this kind of new way of thinking about going charity shop sourcing, which is if I fancy it, a bit similar to the car boots, if I fancy a mooch and I just fancy a look around, go, because then otherwise I'm disappointed because I don't seem to find much in them these days. You'll get the odd, gem, I suppose, and again, it's just being there at the right time, but just don't seem to find the amount of stock I used to. And I don't know if that's because of the stuff I'm stocking or people not donating or more resellers getting it quicker. I don't know. But interestingly, I have just started listening to, who recommended this? One of the, you'll know him, one of the American thrifters who's got his own store, who's very good, does a lot of electricals. Is it him? I don't know. But I've started listening to Pure Hustle podcast, a couple of American guys that I quite like them. There's another, I quite like their, I'm sure it's successful as well because their voices are quite nice to listen to. So there's Mike and Rolando. I love Rolando. I've been listening to a bit of their podcast, and that's good. And they were actually saying the other day that they feel thrift stores have to be a secondary source avenue for sourcing now. And they said, and also thrift stores could just go completely online. I don't think that would happen for a while, but yeah, that's possible because that like a lot of your local charity shops, certain stuff goes online and not into the shop. So and I thought, well, that's interesting because I was coming to that conclusion myself. So I'm kind of now sourcing everywhere, like online, offline, new, used, anywhere. I've just always got my little beady eyes open. I think you feel like you just got to, look everywhere now. I must say, I still enjoy this, but it's more challenging than it used to be. I say that like I'm doing it for years. It's only a lot. Well, sold for a charity for a year, and then I've done, like just over a year. But even from a year ago, it's more challenging. What's going on in the chat? Hi, Margaret. Did I say hi, Richard? Craig says, Hunter, that's right. Yes, he was recommending Pure Hustle podcast, I think. Yeah, I think. Anyway, I had a little look and I was like, yeah, this is right up my street. They do waffle on for about an hour, but, I like it. Oh, you've mended your keyboard. Well done, Carla. Is that what you were effing about? Oh, thank God. Lex is here. I was panicking. Yes. So what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And also to mention, so I'm definitely not going to be hitting one of my July goals, which was to try and get to 900 listings. I was on about 800, and I thought, yeah, I'll go to 900. And I know it's not. You can say it's not about the amount of listings, but if you've got good quality stock, the more of it you've got, surely the more chance you've got of no zero sales days. And I did have a zero sales day in the week. I had 2 days where I only sold 2 things each day. And then it picked up nicely at the weekend. So it was all right overall. I was trying not to panic, but then going to the festival was good because it took my mind off it all. I couldn't obsess about it. But yeah, I did a bit of a clear out last week. I've been clearing stock, as in like knocking it right down, like going down to like £6 and seeing if that, or, sending out an offer for a 5 or something to clear stuff. Because I did get rid of 3 big black sacks of stuff, which just, there was literally no interest even at low prices. It's incredible the amount of stuff you can pick up, and at the time you think someone's going to want it, and it turns out they don't. Well, that's not entirely true. Maybe they didn't want it at the price I had it at a year ago. But anyway, I've passed that on, and I know somebody will like distribute quite a lot of stuff to a lot of people, and then the rest goes to charity, and a lot's gone to new homes. So that's nice. Carla, 0 on a Saturday. It's ridiculous though, isn't it? I feel I want to ring someone and complain, but there's no one to complain to. Bronwyn, no zero sales day. So how long have you been on 250 listing? Because I hate to break this to you, but so what was I on? I'm currently on 751 and I'm still getting 0 sales days. But then maybe I've got crap stock, some of it. Oh my God, Cheryl, 22 to wrap. That is brilliant. You had really poor sales in the week, didn't you? So that's fabulous. Chris, not a believer in high listings. Yeah, you really cull and clear everything, don't you, at the beginning of the year? 70 on your second shop. So why? Oh yeah, you're doing 2 different styles of shops, aren't you? 8 sales Saturday, Sunday. Definitely. If you're choosing really well and you've got it on at exactly the right prices, there's no why you couldn't function on a lower amount of listings. But yeah, it's got to be popular items, because sometimes something will sell after a year, and somebody will say to me, a cross stitch, and they'll go, oh, I've been looking for this for ages. And I thought, well, you weren't looking here, but it was that right person coming along who was after it. Yeah, so it depends what you're selling, doesn't it? eBay Australia is different. Oh, I wasn't clocking you, Australia. Yeah. So yeah, of my 751 active, I'm never going to make 900 now, obviously, before the summer holidays. 454 have watchers. And I know some people say, it means diddly squat, but for me, I like it as an indication that there's interest. And then I also think, well, if they haven't actually bought, then maybe I'll change the lead photo, or I'll change the price, drop the price a little bit. And it might not be a watch that buys, it might be somebody else, but it's kind of an indication that, well, people want it, but something's not quite right. I know you could look at views as well, which is kind of how I got rid of. I searched by 0 watchers and then looked at views and stuff that had hardly any views, and I've had a long time. That's what I just shifted. Hi, Dawn. Hi, do you sell all clothing on you? No, I don't. This is mostly clothing with some boots and some cross-stitch kits, but I sell quite into puzzles actually, and I'd quite like to get into more collectibles. Find that more interesting than yeah, lots of men's gear, but yeah, you'll see. Mike, I find shop sellers don't departmentize their listing into categories when you look in the shop. I maybe do something that not everyone would do, because I know people might list their stuff and go, all right, men's clothing, shirts, ties, and I've got mine listed by brand. I haven't, also it's not by size either, it's by brand, because yeah, so I might have Gant, thinking that if somebody goes in and they're like, oh, I like Gant, they'll look at all of my Gant stuff. But I mean, how much people actually, I've got a couple of hundred or so followers of my shop, but how much people actually go, oh, and what Shelster's got in her shop today? Let me have a little look through. I still feel like most people are looking for something specific, and then they look at what comes up rather than I'm going to look at these shops today. And so I don't know, the followers could be people that follow me on Insta or on here or something, who knows, because my repeat customers are, you know, it's low. So I don't think it's that people are like, oh, you know, I need to keep up to date with what she's selling. Problem when eBay is huge in Australia, no competition. Whoa, wow. Oh, so lower listings can work better. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, Chris. Sourcing the right items. I've got very picky. It just annoys me the amount of stuff I've had to just send on its way in the last week. And you think, and I did a massive cull, I think it was the beginning of the year, and you think that you've done it, and then it's like, you know, the layers of an onion. You keep going, you're like, God, no, this stuff's not going either. Indy, hi Indy, 11 sales over the weekend, 264 is a bit crap. Is that crap? I don't know what mine would add up to. Got some good pickups yesterday. Big push, lovely. Yes. Hi Heather. Yes, I didn't have any car boots this weekend. I did actually try to go to one Saturday morning. Got there and there was a race on, so there was no car boot. And I was like, ah. So, and it was the car boot where I got just a handful of I think I did a live haul last week of stuff that was right up my street. 2 of them are here, already sold. Happy days. Right, let's just say, okay, let's get into this. Let Tesco turn up now. So, right, this is just a mixture of all sorts of things. This is just a manta ray shirt, which I picked up because I've got pineapples on. No, it's just tropical, isn't it? But just like this sort of stuff, I'm into shirts anyway, if you didn't know that. But I like these just fun shirts. And I just thought, well, it's going to sell at this time of year. Manta ray is one of those things, you can get it cheap enough and it's like a nice, quirky or funky design, and then it's going to sell. Not brilliant profits. I paid £3.50 and it went for 15. So, you know, not really getting a tenner, just slightly under. But yeah, I didn't mind dealing with that. So, got to pick some stuff up, haven't you? Where am I going to throw this? Down here. Another men's shirt. This is a Gant, actually. I don't know where I got it from and how much I paid for this. Lex is covered in bites. Do you want to elaborate on that? What sort of bites, Lex? Hi, Gemma. Yeah, Gant. Yeah, stand up, decent shirt. Gant's a bit of a, funnily enough, I sold quite a lot of Gant in the last couple of months, but it's hit and miss. And I probably had this on hire and it went for £23. Yeah, I can't remember what I paid, but I imagine it was like £5 or £6. So that's absolutely fine. Happy with that. And another shirt. Love this brand though. Don't often see it. Oliver Spencer. Really thick cotton shirt, this. good brand, you know, goes for a good price. I did pay a bit for this, I believe. Paid £10.50, but it sold for 35. Haven't had it on that long, so it's about an £18 profit. So happy with that. Hi, Al. Oh, Bronwyn, using those shades of hints of tints has, yeah, people say don't do it, and I have come a cropper on that. Unless it's Marks and Spencer's and it actually says like a shade on the label, and you can say it's on the label. I got into that. I literally used oatmeal on something, and somebody got the item, I think it was a cashmere jumper or something, said, I'd say it was more sand, and opened an item not as described to send it back. I was like, for God's sake, I'd say it's more sand. It's like, I'd say you're a cock, but yeah, so yeah, if you can stay away from shades, it's better just to cover yourself, annoyingly. I still get, I bet occasionally still do it, but yeah. Oh, Hilditch and Key. I love Hilditch and Key. Yeah, Lex, I sold my Hilditch and Key quite quickly for £40, I think. And then Mel sold hers, I think, for 50 or something last week. It was breaking new ground. So this is just an F&F cashmere jumper, cool orange colour. Haven't had this one long at all, actually, but I think this sold on... this was on, even though I didn't have it on long, it was on promoted listings. I don't know why. I think it was a bit, oh, the colour just gone really weird. It was, it must be to do with the orange. I think I must have just scooped up like a whole page and gone, I'll just promote them, you know, and it got scooped up that way. Paid £8 for this, sold for 30, so £16 profit. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, I put most pure cashmere on for 30. I've gone blue, like Violet Beauregard when she eats that, what does she eat, a blueberry or something that she shouldn't have eaten, oh, gobstopper, and she ends up like a big giant blueberry, doesn't she? Yeah, I'd stick, yeah, grey or beige instead of oatmeal. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it's only F&F, but yeah, all pure cashmere. There's a brand, the Pure Collection. Is it Pure Collection or Pure Company? No, Pure Collection, I think it is. Should know, sell a lot of it. Which quite often I'll just stick an extra £5 on, but generally pure cashmere, 30 quid is a safe bet. Can take a while, but you know, that it's, you know, if you know your price, I don't mind waiting. I got a blueberry for a daughter. Yeah. Connie actually did go as Violet Beauregard and Thomas Sam Beauregard to a friend's birthday party, because they had like a Willy Wonka themed party. She put a cushion up one of his blue shirts and like a red belt and stuff. Got photos somewhere. Right, this here is Harry Hall. I thought it was Harry Hill for a bit. It was Harry Hall, which this actually was a bit of a fail, this soft shell jacket. It's a like riding brand, Harry Hall, and I had a Harry Hall proper riding, no, it was more like a performance jacket, if you know what I mean, like, but if they're, I don't know what they do, but you know, to an audience, it was a smart one. Those go for good money. I think I sold it 40, 45 or something. These soft ones, not so much. So I wouldn't bother with this again. In fact, I was trying to clear it. I probably paid about £5-6, and I've literally, I think I offered to watch or something for 12 quid just to get rid, because I've had it for ages and it was getting on my wick. That was a cleary. Jackets are good, everything. Yeah, exactly, Heather. Right, and then a pair of diesel busters, which I've got a hole in somewhere, I think. Bit of distress somewhere. Oh yeah, there, which I pointed out, but obviously that's not really a bother these days. Yeah, diesels are normally sell for 40 quid. These ones, 37. I don't really know why. I don't know if that was an offer or not very informational. I don't know. You know, I can't read words this morning. But yeah, happy with that, because I would have paid, I don't know, £5 or something. So that's all good. 37 quid for that. And then, oh, I've got some boots. I'm really no good with shoes. I have sold boots, I have sold shoes, but they get on my wick, they're big to store, and I can't get them cheap enough generally anyway, so I've only got left a pair of Radley sandals and some Barker shoes, and the Barker shoes aren't selling either. But these are Sancho boots, and I thought I'd heard of that. I don't know if they're in great condition. I don't know if it's the size. I've had them for ages. They get about £6. It's had watches, it's had loads of views. Don't know, maybe I'm mixing it with something else, but couldn't freaking sell them. And then somebody messaged me and said, would I take £15? I think, yeah, would I take £15? I was like, yeah, just replied with offer. Take them off my hands, please. So, yeah, if I went to a jumble again, I might get shoes. But, and of course, the vintage ones, I had some lovely snakeskin vintage ones, which I had that issue where they can crumble because of the age with vintage. So, yeah, I'm not very, it's not ready for me, shoes and stuff. Now, let's do these. So, same lady has bought these. I love I love selling cross stitch. Do I know prices of what I paid? Yeah, same lady bought both. I know that, this sampler, I think samplers go for as much as the others, but this I paid £6 for, and this only went for 15. However, I can't remember which way about it is. I don't know what I paid for this, but this one for 22. The woman bought one and paid for the postage, and then she offered on the other one, which also had postage. So I just messaged her and said, I was about to counter offer, but you've kind of got postage on both, so I'll just accept your lower offer and post them together. And she was like, yeah, that's all good, that's fine. So yeah, 22 and 15, but there's 2 postages to add on that as well. So yeah, it's all good. And I just love selling stuff like that, so easy. Now, yeah, if you saw my haul from the car boot last Saturday, I got this one for a squid. Happy as, oh my God, I just couldn't get my money out fast enough. A squid, and that sold for 25 yesterday or the day before. Yesterday, I think. So, yeah, it's about a £20 profit on that. Thanking you very much. And also on that car boot, I was in my element picking it. It's just lovely, isn't it? As much, I don't know, it's more interesting than, unless you've got interesting clothes. Yeah, I've got this. I paid a £5 for at the car boot. And actually, they had a little flower started. Because I said, hasn't it started, has it? No. Yeah, it has, hasn't it? When you say it hasn't started, it's actually been started. But didn't matter, I just declared that. And this sold, so paid a £5, sold for 50, and wasn't on promoted or anything. So I can't even see. It's a good £35 profit, isn't it? I don't know actually what the fees are on craft stuff. I should look that up. But yeah, and quick as well within the week. Happy as Larry. And I managed to do that before Tesco arrived. So that is cool. Yeah. So I hope your sales are all, I know they're all over the shop at the moment. Over the month, this is the best I've been in the middle of the month for quite a while. So I'm trying to get some sales in before I spend again, but it's tricky. And of course, some people literally would do the bulk of their sales in Q4, and I'm trying to move more from clothes into other stuff. So I can always console myself with, it's all going to go in Q4. Gemma, was that me? Was there plenty of good stuff there? The car boot last Saturday, I only got those, well, you've seen my haul, like a couple of cross stitch and a gorgeous tapestry bag. Oh, these, which were a fail actually, because these are worth bugger all. But it's all good already, so I thought that one would go quick. Yeah, what the tapestry kits. I love selling those. Don't know what it is. They're so earthy, and I don't know. And I'll tell you what, that's the other thing about collectors as well. This is a total generalization, but I get less crap off of them than I do, say, somebody who's buying a pair of jeans off jean buyers are not too bad actually, but do you know what I mean? Like, we'll say it, you could sell something quite cheap and you get aggro from it. You sell a £50 cross stitch, which has been started, but you've declared, and you get a lovely message back saying, oh, I'm going to love doing this, you know, like, oh, it's just all good. Indy's picked a bloke up at the car boot. I'm looking forward to finding out about this. Bronwyn, what is a dark pinky red called? Burgundy? Is that what you're thinking of? Yeah, although, I mean, don't be under any illusions, the cross stitch and tapestries, I've got some that I've had on for a long time, because again, I'm just waiting for the right person to come along that wants that particular thing. And you have to, oh, plum, that's it. Yeah, or I did review and found out my prices were totally off on some of them, reviewed the prices and a load sold. More pinky than burgundy. Can anybody help Bronwyn out with that? Mulberry? No, mulberry, is it? Oh, plum. Right, cool. Right, we can. Is it? is it a film? Well, I'm going to go. So this is all good. Tesco's haven't arrived yet. So apparently, we've got problems printing on shuttle for Hermes again. Oh yeah, it's typical, isn't it? Monday flipping morning when you're like, all right, I've got this section for packaging, then I'm doing this, and then it's all out the window. Yeah, so that's it. Right, have a lovely rest of your Monday and a good week, everybody. And become quite a regular Monday thing. I imagine it might tail off a bit in the summer. We'll be away, but also there'll be small people getting bigger people in the house. But yeah, I quite enjoy popping on a Monday and just having a little update. Oh, hi, Thrifty Troop. You're going to have to watch back. Yeah, bye-bye now, Alex. Yeah, the small people. Can't get rid of them. Can't kill them.